welcome to this week's Midweek, Midday Motivational Minute. Instagram, we are live right now. To my folks on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, please know this is recorded about an hour and 16 minutes in advance because I'm speaking here in Wilmington, North Carolina. Yes, can you hear me now? Is the microphones on? Yeah, have mics will travel. I got my travel mic, but I am here. I think they said life is a beach. I don't like it, but I love it, love it, love it, love it. So welcome to this week's Midday Motivational Minute. It's episode number 4, episode number 299 overall. We have been rocking and rolling since 2020, April 22nd. I think that was the first Midweek Midday Motivational Minute, April 22nd of 2020 at the start of the pandemic. So first I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Last week, I was in Salt Lake City, Silicon Slopes. I want to say thank you from the bottom, from the top, from the side to side of my heart to my NSA Mountain West folks out there, the welcoming committee. I mean, there were just so many people. I know I'm going to miss some names. I apologize. But Sydney Jakes, thank you for picking me up from the airport. Jody Orgel Brown, Lindsay, Kevin Shice, baby, Rob Foray, thank you for joining me at the basketball game. Thank you so much to Madam President Michelle McCullough and your entire leadership. Dan Taylor, Ernie Harker, Rachel Curfew, Lindsay Van Sickle, Jody on the executive team, Talia Riley, Lita Green, Mike Bryan, Spencer Horn, the list goes on and on. Dr. Paul, just thank you so much. I also want to give big props to my NSA Colorado folks who hosted me remotely. Thank you so much, Dave Momper, as well as Greg Von Williams in the entire NSA Colorado for showing me nothing but love. Your chapter is amazing and absolutely awesome. And now I got to give shout outs right here. You got to be at where your feet are at. Thank you so much to my Wilmington, my ILM, that's the call letters for the Wilmington airport, but my ILM folks came out and just rocked it with me last night. Michelle Hill, my book partner, Wendy Giannini King, new to NSA Carolinas, my mentor, John Edwards. Thank you so much for making that trek, driving up from Calabash. Phil Everhart, Wayne Hippo, Roberts, as well as my man who hosted the 1 Million Cups here this morning, Jack Fleming. Keep up the amazing work. So, hey, welcome to this week's Midweek Midday Motivational Minute. Last week, we talked about the power of persistence, of staying resilient, and persistence over perfection. Yeah, that still remains. But today, I wanted to speak about leadership, and specifically, what does leadership mean to you? So I know that leadership gets talked about a whole lot. There's a ton of leadership speakers, leadership courses, leadership gets talked about a whole lot, but does it get lived out? And I've had some recent experiences with quote unquote leaders that just got me thinking, because we all know that leadership is not a title. I don't care what your title says. It could be a C level. So what, who cares? That doesn't make you a leader. Leadership for me is about the choices that you make day in and day out. Leadership shows up in how are you treating your people as well as your sphere of influence, the people around you. It shows up how you respond when things get tight, when pressure forms. I think they say pressure bursts pipes. That's when real leaders shine. It shows up with how are you taking ownership for yourself as well as those quote unquote leading those times when it would be easy to just be quiet, to just kind of shrink into your shell. I'm a terrapin, but you need anyone's permission to lead. You don't need any title to lead. You don't need a corner office. It's not about that status. Leadership is really about your actions, the things that you're doing to impact others. It's having that great impact. And guess what? You're probably already leading. People are looking at you. And if you're not leading other people, you certainly should be leading yourself. And my hope is that you're not doing it alone. I love this shirt right here, which shares. Yeah, we're not going to have a Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction, but the shirt shares that we is greater than me. Yeah, it's a team sport. Life is a team sport. Leadership is a team sport. I had the opportunity, and every week I had the opportunity to work with leadership teams, those folks that lead other people. And it's quite interesting to see the different perspectives, the unique ways that they go about quote unquote leading. So go ahead and get your Twitter fingers ready. Let me know what comes to mind. What do you think of when you hear the word leadership? What does it mean to you? It doesn't matter what it means to me. I'm curious. Yeah, curiosity might have killed the cat, but it helped the sales rep get to their goal. I'm curious. What's your definition of leadership? I was starting to think about some of the most impactful leaders. And really immediately it popped to mind my mentor and great friend, Mark Winchester, who he did have the fancy title, but that's not needed. But what I realized is that when Mark spoke, people listened because they knew that he cared. They knew that he had their best intentions in mind. And when Mark moved and when he shaped, other people followed. That's what true leadership is all about. When the going gets tough, the leaders get going. They step forward instead of shrinking into that shell. Now, sometimes we have leaders who lead meetings, but that's not leadership. It's not found in meetings. It's really found in those in between moments. The moments where leaders are able to show that they care, kind of like the handwritten note that Mark sent to me, and then the handwritten note that Mark mailed to my wife. The little things are really the big things. It shows up when the pressure, when the boiling point, we had some contention, sales and marketing, just a little bit. Mark was down in the dungeon leaving us voice messages, letting us know that he was rallying on our behalf. Leadership doesn't happen necessarily when you're in the room. It's what are people saying about you when you're not there? What's that feeling that you're leaving with people as a leader? It's truly the small moments. Now, authority, you can have authority to tell people what to do. That doesn't make you a leader. I believe that leadership is really about the influence, what people are doing of their own volition. It's not the stick, but it's essentially it's that shared moment and that shared feeling that, hey, this is my leader and I want to follow. What I found is that the leaders that truly move their teams forward, those are the ones that listen. It's the give a damn factor. They actually care. They take ownership. Yeah, they own the outcome, whether it's good, and they generally pass that along to the team, or whether it's bad, when they accept the responsibility. We like to work with people that we know, that we like, that we trust, those that are consistent, and we know exactly what they're going to do, how they're going to operate. So my encouragement is to lead from the front and to lead yourself first. I want you to think about how are you leading yourself with intentionality day in and day out? What's your mindset? What's your preparation to own and really win and get the most and squeeze the most out of each and every day to serve those that are in your sphere of influence? Whether it's the person at the desk at the hotel, whether it's someone that you see at the airport, whether it's just someone that you see in passing. Are you making sure that you're leading yourself and you're prepared, you're bringing energy and letting other people know that you truly, genuinely care? It starts with you internally. Number two, I encourage you to have at least one intentional conversation per day, not to check a box, not to follow up, but genuinely get to know people, get to know what are their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, and truly care. Or if you don't truly care, don't ask them, because people can smell BS from a mile away. But if you're serious about being a leader of people, I believe that you've got to actually be interested in people and not interesting. Yeah, I don't care if you're the most interesting woman or man in the world. I don't care. So what? Who cares? I want someone who's interested in others. Yeah, how can you encourage? How can you support? How can you lift up other folks? Number three, I want you to think about where can you own the outcome? Truly own it. like a CEO, like a boss. What are you working on right now, or what could you be working on that will allow you to take ownership? If you see a gap, if you see something missing, how can you step in and bridge the gap? Where can you stretch your comfort zone to make impact? You don't need a title to do that. I don't care what your title is. You can get in there and take action. And then the last thing, I want you to go ahead and be a model for the energy that you want to see. It's easy to complain, oh, everyone's down in the dumps. So what? Do you light up the room? Or are you that electricity that comes in the room and really puts smiles on people's face? So that's my challenge to you. Right now, we're going through a lot of chaos in our world. There's a whole lot of chaos. There's a whole lot of stuff, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. When all that's going on, how can you present and represent a calmness, a coolness, a collectedness, and truly believe it? It starts with you. So I'm encouraging you to lead well, to lead from the front, and to have fun as we all do this together. It's a team sport. We can't do it alone. So I encourage you, make it a wonderful rest of your week. Make it a wonderful Wednesday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leadership, what does it mean to you? Instagram, holla at your boy. Peace. I'm about to go work on my tan. I'm just kidding. It's 32 degrees outside. Ooh, I better bundle up. I'll see you next week. To my folks on Instagram, peace. To my folks on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, I will holla at you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you and good night. Peace.